We did it. We got a record. We did it. Yeah, well, I'm happy that we got it. And, I wanted to make this video to, give hints and tips on how I did it and how other people could improve on it. Because for sure, this could definitely be beaten my time. And the reason why I wanted to do Siren Head is because I did, I played through it my first time and I was a big chicken. I like the game, I really do, but my only way to cope with it is to make the monster into like, a mundane type of sword. So for Siren Head, I made him into a basketball player. His when he's getting ready, going to the stadium and when he's playing the game. And that's the only way I could cope with monsters. So anytime I see like cool SCP or anything like that of the sword, I try to draw them into like mundane things. And because of that, it kind of inspired me to get this speed run, and I got the record for now. And for this one, I had to do this speed run. It was really good. It was really fun. But with this one, it was kind of like RNG randomness. So with this one, I kind of needed to focus on like the planets align kind of situation, but I only needed like a couple of them. And because of that, I really needed part A to work so I could then go to part B, then to part C, and finally part D. And because of that, it was more of trial and error again and again and again. And the map, this is it's pretty general. I color coded because when I first played through it, it was a bit convoluted because I really didn't know where a few items were, and it was kind of a big headache, and it kind of made me like wonder, is this game random generated? It is in some case, but it's not map random. So the map, it will always stay static, always the same, but however the item location will always appear differently. Kind of like these are where the items are laid out, and it's kind of like where you should be. So for this one, I kind of wanted to showcase the items that are located, and for each one of them, these are kind of like how they will appear and where you kind of want them to generate. And the golden one will always be there, so that one's a given. But for the purple and the firework and the blue one, that one will be random generated. And in the order that I got them from 1, 2, and instead of going to the purple one, as you would assume, you actually would go to 3, then 4, and then you would go back to your car and escape, essentially. And it was really fun. The map, although it might seem wide and large, the map really isn't a guide. Don't really trust this map. This is the map purpose is just to give like a generalization. The map is shown in order how to obtain the items. Aside from that, it's pretty much linear. It's just one direction, and you pretty much get all the items. So for sure, my time could be cut even more, probably with a couple of seconds. Because with this speedrun, you could pretty much go down where the train is and pretty much go from there and collect the items in order. I did this because I'm pretty sure my time could be cut way more than what it is if you just go straight to the objective. Because what I did, I pretty much went through a little circuit at first to see if all the items are in their location, and then I proceeded to do the speedrun to collect the items. And one thing to take note is that you can only take one item at a time, so you really can't collect all of them together. So you would have to collect one, bring it to the car, collect another, and do the same process. And this is pretty much the speedrun of it, my speedrun. And I clocked in 343. Here's the first location right there at the corner. You really want that oil right here, that's the first part. That's the first item you could obtain, you want to have in a run. That right there, that's one of the key, because if it's not spawned there, it'll be spawned all the way in the back, which is no good. And then after that, the other spawn location would be right over here. This right here is the other spawn location, which would make an easy run with a good time. Because the other spawn location for the gas tank is right across where homes are. And look, right there, right behind it is the train station, which contains a battery. If it's not there, it would be located in the other train cart, which is way further. And see, and with that, you collect your items, and with that, you collect your item, and you're done. How I did it, I collected the item furthest apart from all the other areas, so I wouldn't have to go there. And that in itself is pretty much like a total minute. And that's because, again, I went to see if my other items were at their spawn location. And with that, you could just cut right straight through. I've collected the car battery first, then collected gas tank since it's the second furthest apart. And with this run, Siren Head didn't really appear, and I was very happy. The issue with this Siren Head game is that Siren Head would occasionally pop up randomly. So he would pop up behind you, right to your side, or a few feet ahead of you. The randomness is so awful. It really throws some games. In my previous run, I've done a couple that I was so close. However, because of Siren's Head popping in, I wasn't able to finish my run, and I got devoured by him. But aside from that, it's really just a straightforward route. There's not really much tack or style. It's pretty much, if your items are there, the items will be there. And if it's all aligned, you pretty much have the record. The only way, or I know for sure, you could cut in more time if you just go right straight to it. And then for the third item, I went to the gas station, because this right here would always be here at its location. And if you notice, I mess up. I didn't collect that at my first click. And that happens also with the other item. And with that, the run is almost over. I'm pretty sure you could shave off a couple seconds, maybe more. And yeah, and it was fun. I had a good time. It was my first speed run. I'm just doing this because I hope other people might beat my time, honestly, because it's fun. I found the game and I was like, okay, it's cute for what it is. It's fine. I enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. But it will be a headache. I will say that it will be a headache. And I'm pretty sure it could go below 340, maybe. I just don't know. And with that, that's pretty much all I wanted to show. Just a couple of tips, a couple of guides. And yeah, huge shout out to the community. So great, especially from Steam. One dude that made the map that I've noticed, and it helped a lot. And I think... Yeah, it's on Steam. If you go to Steam Guides, there'll be a lot more resource from there to help you. Speedrun community website that pretty much help with the rules and how to set up your game. And it's pretty fun. Really fun too. I had a great time with it, and hopefully you do too. And hopefully you do a speedrun if any one you like. It's really fun. Now, bye. See ya. Go away. Go.